Since this video is not sponsored by anyone, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my newsletter. If you're interested in health, longevity, biohacking, or personal growth, then check the link down below and receive weekly emails from me that I think you would enjoy. Now, let's start the video. It is exactly 12 a.m. on 24th of May, and I'm gonna begin my timer for 10-day water fast. Here's the plan. Over the following 10 days, I will consume nothing but water, some tea, and coffee. On top of that, as an experiment and to better understand how I physically perform while fasting, I will try to run 5 kilometers per day. As the days progress, I will be paying a close attention to how I feel, which I will report as we go along. The goal of this experiment is not to see how much weight I can lose in 10 days, but rather it's to reap all the benefits from prolonged fasting, which I will talk at the end of this video. On the other hand, it's something I've been wanting to do for over a year now. During that year, I realized that there is no perfect time for things like this, and I'm not going to wait for one more year. So let's go for it. Just finished my first run and first day of fasting. I thought I would feel worse. I don't feel too bad, even though the run wasn't easy, but what to expect? I haven't had food for 24 hours, and going forward, I don't know how I'm gonna feel, especially with these runs, but that's something I can't wait to find out. Last time when I had my meals, I felt horrible. I felt sleepy. I felt like angry for some reason, but since then it's been all pure focus and energy. Of course I feel a little bit hungry, but I expect that because the first 2, 3, 4 days will be the worst, and hopefully after that things will get easier, although it might not. I definitely regret having that last supper. That was a horrible choice, but since then it's all been already digested, and I think going forward I need to rethink my nutritional choices. I just had my hardest 5K run ever. Before coming here, I felt alright actually. I didn't feel too bad, but one thing worth mentioning is that it's not getting easier. As this is getting a little bit more difficult, I feel like I also need to be busy. Find something, do work, read a book, and if I start wandering and getting just a little bit bored, the hunger and the whole experience becomes just a little bit more difficult. The strategies to keep occupied, keep busy, keep focused and stay present as well. And today's run was difficult, but on the other hand it was amazing. There were times where I wanted to quit, I wanted to walk back to car, but I stayed in, and that's growth for me personally. I feel like I'm growing in a way by not surrendering to the feelings and emotions that are going on inside. 10 minutes have passed, feel a little bit better. Couple side effects, strange things that I also noticed. First of all, diarrhea. yesterday and today it's not fun. I feel like my body is cleansing. I'm not too worried about that or really anything. My body is probably thinking, what the hell is going on? As I was running even today, for a brief moment, I smelled garlic bread. What? My brain is trying to play some tricks on me, and I know all of them. Tonight I slept for 10 hours straight, and I can't remember the last time I slept for 10 hours. It's been a couple hours, did some work, and right now I actually feel amazing. When I woke up in the morning, I felt that there's no way I will run 5 kilometers today. It just seemed impossible, but right now I am actually about to go and run. So far, this fast is like a roller coaster. Some moments I feel like I don't know how I'm gonna do this. There's doubt, but then I stay with the emotion and take it one day at a time, 1 hour at a time. For some reason, I ended up running 6.2 kilometers. On the second half, I just went into this deep zone. It's hard to explain, cannot put my finger on it. There is something about running fasted. I went into this deep autopilot type of feeling, and it wasn't a struggle, and it's an amazing feeling. Wow, that was perfect. Just finished my 5-kilometer run. This was the easiest run and the best I felt so far. The hunger is completely gone. I don't think about food at all. Able to do some quality work. Today's swim just is like a cherry on top. I think I'm gonna finish off with swims for the rest of the following 6 days that I have left. So far it's been like one word. If I can describe this in one word, this whole fasting experience is growth. And here's why. I am 90 hours into my fast, and I just don't feel like going any longer.
1 year ago I was making this exact video, except that time I was going for 5-day fast, and I failed. After fasting for almost 4 days, it didn't seem I could go any longer. The strangest thing was that when I made a decision to stop, at that moment I did not feel hungry anymore.
So I had some food and I felt horrible because I knew I could do it. This first failure taught me a lot. First of all, I realized that I don't have strong enough reasons, especially when the going gets tough. On top of that, I learned that it gets easier right around day 4. Back then I thought that for the rest of 6 days it will be as hard as I am feeling right now. But most importantly, I learned that things don't just get easier, you get better. So I had some time, re-established my reasons, did tons of research on fasting, and then I thought, what if I go for 10 days this time instead of 5? And this film is my comeback story. halfway point and I feel pretty good. I wouldn't say I feel amazing because obviously I would love to have a nice meal right now. I think I need to settle down a little bit and think about the thoughts that are going on because it's kind of difficult to express myself at this point. A couple things I want to mention again at the end of day 5. Some things I noticed is, first of all, that my libido went down dramatically, and I actually realized that yesterday. I can live with that. That's fine, but if I was in a relationship doing a 10-day fast, I don't think there would be much love making. Second thing is that I love coffee. My coffee in the morning is like a ritual. I love making coffee. I love drinking coffee. But I noticed that I don't want coffee anymore, and that's the strangest thing. I had one just now, this morning, and I did not enjoy it at all. And it's weird in a way because I love my coffee and I thought it would give me some clarity, some energy, but I don't think I need any. One more thing. I found myself to be watching a lot of food videos. I love making food. I love learning about different cuisines and different recipes. Yesterday and today I spent quite a lot of time, several hours, watching different recipes and food videos and street food and that sort of thing. Anyway, it's weird, but that's what's happening. All right. That's it for now. I had an amazing evening with some of my best friends, camping in the wild, in the nature, and that helped me so much. Completely forgot that I am fasting for almost 7 days now, and been the easiest day so far. I am not hungry. I do not think about food. My senses are really sharp. I can smell everything. Of course, my friends had their dinner and breakfast, but I wasn't in pain or thinking about food or how much I would like to eat something. Like, it's completely gone, and I am absolutely surprised that that's the case. I have so much energy. I feel so good right now, and I think I'm gonna be chasing that feeling with fasting in the future as well, or at least by being also very cautious with my food choices, because it's incredible how food affects us in so many ways, especially me. I am very sensitive to carbohydrates, to any of the food, and that can dictate my day, my week, and even more than that. Just did a 10-kilometer hike. The weather is beautiful. My mouth is really dry most of the time. It can be a sign of dehydration, but I'm drinking so much water. I still might be dehydrated, so I'm gonna up my water intake just a little bit more. Another thing, diarrhea. Yesterday I visited a restroom for 5 times. Where all this stuff is coming from. I know it's from me, but it's amazing. I'm definitely cleansing. My body is detoxifying, cleansing. I have no other explanation. There might be one more thing. Yesterday, pretty much all I drank was sparkling water, so that can influence my diarrhea a little bit more. But on the other hand, I did some research on the internet, and it is not known that sparkling water could cause diarrhea. But again, there's not enough of us fasting and drinking only sparkling water, so we could base that opinion on a larger scale. On the other hand, I did not expect that I'm gonna feel as good as I feel right now. So it's all positives. Going forward for the next 3 days, I am not sure I'm gonna run 5 kilometers because it's still difficult. physical activity I found is still kicking my ass pretty good. Being busy, being occupied, being in nature, which helps a lot. Sitting and doing nothing at home or watching a movie, I found that to be a little bit more difficult, and the time slows down a little bit more compared to when I am out in nature. So that's the tactic.
Day 8 started really slow. The first half of the day I spent watching movies and YouTube videos. The last thing I wanted to do was to pick up a camera and think of what to say. To be completely honest, it was one of those days I wanted to fast forward. Thankfully, in the afternoon my mom offered me to go to the seaside, which is about an hour drive. I was saved. While she was on and about with her business, I went to the beach and shot this B-roll. It was so good, once again, to get out of my own head and just be outside. Before I close off day 8, a couple of things. I know it sounds strange, but I've noticed that my voice changed. Other than that, I became more pale and weight loss started showing itself on my face. Basically, fasting was doing its thing.
In the last couple of days, it got a little bit harder than probably it should be, just because I know I am so close. That anticipation is not making things easier. In the mornings, I sleep in for way too long. I tend to wake up at 6 a.m. every single day, but in the last 2 to 3 days, I've been waking up 9 a.m. It's too much. I feel like I overslept and I don't feel good, but now I just sleep for 9-10 hours, and I feel like I need that sleep. In those final days as well, my productivity is pretty much non-existent. I basically find myself just getting through the day, just trying to survive the day, and I don't like this version of myself. My motivation is down dramatically. I don't want to read anymore. I sometimes it's even hard for me to pick up a camera and record these thoughts. Physically, I feel alright. Of course, there is no much energy. I don't feel myself running 5 kilometers. I definitely could do that, but it's I don't see a point why I should do that now. Tomorrow, 12 a.m., I'm breaking my fast. This, so far, has been an amazing experience. Two 137 hours into my fast. Couple more hours to go until I break my 10-day fast. I just picked up this huge honeydew melon. Oh, I cannot. Oh, this smells amazing. This is gonna be a transcendent experience, I can tell you that. I picked up some of these beautiful bananas. Oh, it smells. Oh, it smells amazing. Some of these peaches as well. Just look at how beautiful it is. The appreciation towards food went through the roof. I know I will need at least a week to gather my thoughts, what the hell just happened over these 10 days. I have so many takeaways, and I'm curious also to see how my body reacts, how the food tastes, how my digestive system reacts, and many other things. These last couple hours are pretty hard. I do want to enjoy my food now and get back into the normal what? Normal energy levels, because that's the main thing for me. I think energy, which affects everything, just the whole life, like everything. skin. That's so good. So good. Oh man. This is the best experience I've ever had. Oh my god.
Check. It's already been a couple of months. I am back to my usual self. I had a lot of time to think through this experience, so let's talk about it. First of all, I want to say this. I believe that fasting, especially prolonged fasting, is the single best thing any human can do to dramatically improve their health. This is my belief, which is also strongly backed up by the scientific community. And if you want to learn more about some of the certain things I didn't happen to mention during this video about my 10-day fast, then check the link down below for my blog post. The second resource I would like to suggest is a book by Jason Fung and Jim Moore called The Complete Guide to Fasting. I didn't find this book to buy physical, so I just printed it out. Check this out, read it, prepare to have your mind blown.
Finally, I would like to answer some of the more asked questions I received during and after my 10-day fast. First of all, how much weight did I lose? In the beginning of my fast, I weighed in at 88.8 kilograms, and 10 days later, I weighed at 82.3 kilograms, which is 6.5 kilogram fat loss in 10 days. It's worth mentioning though that not all of that weight is pure fat. Some of that, and quite a lot, I would say, is water weight. So in total, I lost about 5 kilograms, which I would never recommend to do during a 10-day or any kind of fast. That's probably the worst strategy for a permanent fat loss.
The second question I got asked a lot was why? Why go through 10 days of starvation, suffering, discomfort, and pain? Why? And to answer this simply, I think that's just the wrong question to ask. Because after looking at all the research of prolonged fasting, it becomes obvious. The question then becomes, why wouldn't you do it? But still, to answer this question, I think it all comes down to this. You are either drawn to this for your own reasons or you're not. And I have this opinion, especially after talking and seeing other people's reactions about things like 10-day fast. It's simple. You are either interested, you're drawn to do something like this for your own reasons, or you think it's silly, it's unrealistic, it's impossible, or whatever your perception of this might be. And for me personally, if you've been watching my content for a while, you know that I am drawn to challenges like this. I find them interesting, I get a lot of growth from them, and that's my simple reason why I do this. Third isn't much of a question, rather more like an opinion or a belief I heard reflecting from other people. And it goes something like this. It's great what you do, but I couldn't do this. And to that I say, yes, you can. Don't be fooled by my ability or anyone else's, for that matter, ability to do something in life. Because what you don't see is how many times I failed. I've been fasting from 2011. I began with intermittent fasting. I did 24-hour fast, 48, and so on. And it's been a decade. It becomes easier as you become better. The real question is, How bad do you really want it? Finally, will I do this again? Will I fast for 10 days or more? During the fast, I thought there's no way I'm gonna do this again. But now it's been 3 months almost, and I rethought everything, and I actually want to do. There's something about it. I don't know what it is. With fasting and these type of challenges, when you in it, it sucks. But once you come out after, it just you leave with so much experience and growth. It's incredible. So I want to suffer. I want to suffer some more, and I'm gonna do a 30-day fast. Now, with that said, I'm not gonna do this anytime soon. Not even this year, because I know I'm not ready yet. I need some time, but it's coming. So hit that subscribe button. Who knows? Maybe next year I will do it. That's been it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. One simple ask: if you enjoyed this video, share, like this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the content I make. Leave a comment down below if it's something you would do. Have you done 10-day fast? Have you done 24, 48 hour fast? What do you think? How do you feel about it? Check the links all down below for my blog posts and all that shit. And if you want to see more behind the scenes of what I'm up to, go to my Instagram page, check it out. Currently I'm in Tatra Mountains training for my first ever ultra marathon, which I am documenting as well. I'm gonna release a separate video, and I am working on some big projects that take months, so watch out for that. Any like behind the scenes or anything like that, Instagram is the place to find me. It's been a blast to make this video. I hope you took something from it. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's not like entertaining or like happy and shit, but that's what I do. It's serious, hard challenges, and I document them, and I want to share and inspire you, and I hope I did. That's it. I will see you in the next video.